Dude, they're not messing around. Like,
This is awesome.
this is
3 games
nuts.
in, dude. This is our third game.
I know. I made tea. That was like I didn't no lollygagging. I was just straight up
I just made some coffee.
10 seconds
Good.
remaining.
I haven't ground the beans, but I mean it's still being made, so I don't get to drink it yet.
5
But at least it's
seconds
doing
remaining.
its thing right now.
Mm.
Oh my goodness! Well, how exciting has this day been so far? We had some Navi, some Aphanum, and some Liquid, and now we just get more Liquid, and then Vega Squadron, who we were also just talking about. I love Dota. Honestly, it's just the best, isn't
Dude,
it?
I feel spoiled with these best of ones back to back because it's amazing.
This never happens. Like, think about all the times we've waited for like an hour and a half for a series to start. Oh, the worst.
Mm-hmm.
The viewers are spoiled too. I hope that they're enjoying this and appreciating it for themselves.
Well, it's also brutal when you have like a best of 3 and then an hour and a half break before like the next game starts, and you're just
because
like,
you can't sleep.
Yeah, you can't really. The stream still has to stay on, so you kind of have to monitor it and like do. It's just not the same. This feels like value use of my time. It's like, yeah, it's 12 hours, but plow through this thing, man.
Yeah. Well. So, continuation of the IO being banned in the first phase. We're so smart, aren't we? Just the best.
We really are. We are number one.
You know, someone just starts doing it, and then everyone's doing it.
We're number one. We're number one. I'm sorry, that's America. That's not us.
But IO Batrider. No, again, nothing too crazy. The OD still sitting there, and the Drow sitting there. So we'll see what happens. See if Liquid again end up going with the Kuroki Drow. Matoma Man has not had a fun time on that hero.
This is a big game for Liquid. This is a big day for Liquid. They came in undefeated. They lost their first game against Navi, and then in turn Navi lost their game after that quite handily. So it's turning into this weird kind of C region-like situation where all of these top teams in the region are taking games off of each other. And it's shaping up for a pretty interesting group stage, though for Liquid, a loss here would put them like kind of just right middle of the pack instead of floating towards the top where it looked like they might be coming into today. So hopefully they can shake off that first game, get their little Taylor Swift going on.
Well, this is interesting because they've taken out the IO and the Drow. And they lost the game at Dota Pit because they don't ever go OD first that often. I mean, in comparison to like other teams, I would say when they have done it, they lost to an OD Drow strat. Sorry, IO Drow strat when they had the OD first. So those are gone. And I wonder if that's enough for them to say like, okay, without those heroes, we want to go OD first. But it's not. Sometimes they go Ogre first, other times they go, in this case, Shadow Demon first. So they have the Luna or the Jug to answer with. We've seen a lot of Shadow Demon Jug openers, but there's our OD Ogre. We talk about that combo all the time. That's so good.
Okay. Yeah, no hesitation either. They pretty much knew exactly what they wanted. And two heroes that, I mean, they just provide so much to your draft with auras, with slows, and there it is right away. Shadow Demon Luna. We've seen, I think this is, for whatever reason, at least in the European qualifier, this is the preferred combo. You and I have been talking about Juggernaut a lot. For what it's worth, I agree with you, my friend. Juggernaut is underloved here, but they love into Luna, man.
She has much better laning potential. Jug, maybe you could argue, is better in like a dual lane, but Luna opens up the tri lane so much better for going like aggro or even just safe lane. Lunar Blessing, OP skill, especially with two ranged heroes. It's good stuff.
Yep. And, you know, as we've seen, Shadow Demon, the illusion harass late game is good and hard to deal with, but he brings a lot to the table aside from that. You know, the demonic purge, the setup with the disruption, the defensive capabilities of the disruption, all that good stuff. Very versatile. Yummy.
So,
Nyx Assassin band. Okay.
This is kind of cool, though, because Vega, I mean, they just did a Shadow Demon Luna draft themselves. That was their last game yesterday. This is their first game of the day today. And they were beaten out by a pretty fast-paced strategy of just like Chen, Dragon Knight, all those kind of fast runners. And now with like maybe they're going to take some of that inspiration. Like they already have the OD anyway, so they could be looking in towards like that faster pace kind of thing. So like getting rid of something like an SF mid, who with the raises and stuff can be decent against D-push. You wonder if they will opt into some of those groupier stuff. Like will Vega go into something like a Chen or an Enchantress?
10 seconds.
We'll see. I would really like to see a Chen. We've seen. Has there been a Chen picked in Europe yet? Has anybody played it?
Yeah, VP played it.
VP played it. Okay.
Yeah.
Do we have any VP games today? We didn't cast a single one of their matches yesterday.
I was wondering that too. I don't think
Let
we
me
did.
take a look, and wow, we actually don't have a
10
single
seconds
Virtus
remaining.
Pro game. That's kind of weird. I think for somehow like the
seconds
RNG
remaining.
worked out
Oh,
where
yeah.
the other stream doesn't have any
5?
Fantastic 5 games,
Reserve time.
and we don't have any Virtus Pro games.
Wait, but eventually they must play each other.
Ah, you are a crafty one, aren't you? Trying to find that
So
matchup and
they
see
must
where
have
it
like
is.
one F5 game then or something. Because
Yeah.
I was even thinking how I haven't get to see Lil or Solo yet. And I was kind of sad about it. Solo's my man. I actually think that
Yep.
guy's so
No,
damn good.
they played yesterday, and the other stream had the VP versus Fantastic Five. So that was the one Fantastic Five series that they had. So all right, well that's a little bit unfortunate.
Yeah.
I'm a little sad. How are VP doing? Just while we're on this note here, let's see
I
what
think
their
they're like
standings
1
are.
and 3 or something.
10 seconds
Four,
remaining.
they're 4-1. The
Oh, my
opposite,
mistake.
actually, my friend. They are top of the group.
5
Good. I am
seconds
glad to hear that
remaining.
because they're ballers. They
Right
lost
now-
to Ad Finem.
Adfinum has played the most games. They are 5-2.
Reserve
After that,
time.
Secret are 4-0, and then Virtus Pro are 4-1, and then Liquid are now 3-1.
I think
So-
Solo's the most underrated position 4 in Dota 2. That was my opinion of that guy. I think when he was on Vega Squadron, it was like his best
Dire
times ever.
team pick.
Mm,
As a machine.
yeah,
So
he's been playing very well.
good. It reminds me of some other South American players that got banned. Now I just feel bad for those guys, but I won't bring it up. Kids are kids. But,
Oh,
we
my.
wouldn't get to see the glory of
10
Solo if
seconds
everyone
remaining.
was punished forever. Sad life.
So-
I mean, go cry on someone's shoulder. So,
5
Bounty
Hunter's dead.
Hunter.
remaining.
Yeah.
This means that Tri-Lane's dead because Bounty Hunter's here.
yeah.
So
Reserve
Bounty
time.
good up against the run back against like this lineup kind of style from OD. But if they want to go for like a Tide maybe on Vega Squadron, that'd be kind of sick. Good mechanism carrying off lane, run at you, Ravage, good against the Luna.
I don't know. We've
Mm-hmm.
talked about Bounty Hunter like as a good pick against heroes mid, especially that are susceptible to that, and I don't know that OD really fits the bill. I mean, Bounty Hunter can sort of annoy him, but
It really depends on who the mid is that's with him.
Yeah,
because
I suppose that's
OD's
true.
defensive capabilities, he just astrals whoever the threat is after. So if like Bounty Hunter slows you, then typically you'll try and astral the other hero, like the mid laner, before they throw out their spell, and then you
Yeah.
like run away during that. But if it's someone who has a big enough range to hit you from outside the astral, then you're slowed up, and then the astral
Yeah,
can't
I
do
see what you
anything.
mean.
Liquid's
Yeah.
turn to pick.
okay. Now
That would be my
Juggernaut
thoughts.
finally getting some love.
Woo!
FN Jug. Always good to have with an ogre. And of course the Vega classic, the Disruptor. It wouldn't be a
Of course.
Vega game without it.
No.
All right.
There you go. That's kind of stuff though, like Bounty Hunter Cold Snap. Big boom right there. Not much astral can do.
Okay. Yeah. OD's got pretty decent supports to help him though. Like either Disruptor or Ogre I think will be more than enough to deal with this Bounty Hunter early.
Would you rather have the Chrono or the Fishman here?
5
Slider or
seconds
Faceless Void?
remaining.
For which side?
Liquid.
Liquid.
I guess the
think
Vega
Slardar.
don't like the Chrono. Well, my only thought is that Chrono is just like with Luna and Invoker, that's so much damage. Even
Yeah.
Shadow Demon can do stuff during Chrono too.
Yeah, that's true.
Like
Again,
a lot of
I'm all
stack
about the
damage.
spammable stun. I think this draft for Liquid is lacking spammable
10
control. You know,
seconds
you've got
remaining.
disruption, but what's it setting up for? You know, okay,
Mm-hmm.
Luna drops the
5
ult, you know, it
seconds
sets up for
remaining.
Invoker a little bit. But they need somebody that can, you know, control these fights.
Reserve
Void's
time.
laning
Slardar's
stage would have
perfect
been
for that.
a lot more powerful too.
And I think Sand King could work okay for Liquid here also.
Yep. Just more Sunstrike setups across the map.
Yeah.
Trying to get the Bounty Hunter going.
Yep. I update our title. I did.
Has he been playing anything else? Yeah, mostly just Sand King. So, did he play that Legion game?
Which Legion
Don't think
game?
it's Legion. Oh, I guess on Liquid. I guess they played
Oh.
Legion.
Oh.
Neat. You know,
I
Mike
thought you were
was a
talking
Legion
about that
player.
Imperial game yesterday where we saw the position 1 Legion.
They played it with a Bounty Hunter too. I mean, it makes a lot of sense. It's the same idea of like pick off Central, and you have the Sunstrike too. I wonder if they're wondering if they can get away with a Legion here. Abyssal. I don't know. I keep calling him Abyssal Underlord in my head every time, but that's not even like the right. It's just not. I just don't know why that comes into my head when I say OD. And then I change Astral to Abyssal. It's awful. Anyway, Astral's good up against the duel if you're not dueling the OD, so that's something to consider. They banned the SK. I think they're going Legion. It's either Legion or Slayer, I reckon.
I'm thinking about the Legion.
Axe.
Yeah. Oh,
No.
they take Axe instead.
Dire team pick.
All right. Well, this is Sand King-esque. Melee dominator. Can't really get close to him. Should be able to do pretty well in the lane. You know, Disruptor can be annoying, but he'll do fine against Jug Ogre. And it's not a spammable stun, but it's spammable control. You got Berserker's Call. Good initiation.
Feels riskier.
5 seconds
It does feel
remaining.
riskier.
Like, he has to go Iron Talon first to jungle to get a Stout Shield up. Bounty Hunter goes up top. He soaks the off lane. He gets a couple more levels, which is nice. It's going to help the Bounty Hunter get into a point where he can then go mid and maybe get the gank there. Axe rotates back up at the off lane. But then he's up against...
So Vega take the LC. See, I would have liked the Axe more here, I think, if that Bounty Hunter was a Dazzle again, and they had the potential to aggro try, so you have that flexibility and you can get Axe a, potential 1v1 matchup that might be okay.
Yeah, and I don't think it's a scenario where like the Vega supports are weak enough that you can aggro try with a bounty either.
No, I don't
Like
think
sometimes
so.
you'll see that if the supports are that bad that like
Not
you still
against
get
an
that
ogre.
pressure. No.
In Shadow Demon Bounty could maybe pick on Disruptor. He's a little bit squishy in the early levels, but Ogre, you can't go blow for blow with him on any of these heroes. Luna can kind of, but with a Jug on top of that, you're talking about Ignite, and then a Bloodlusted Juggernaut. Even at level 3, that guy's got kill power.
10 seconds remaining.
Interesting drafts.
I'm not feeling the Legion. I don't know how they're gonna get
Seconds
dual stacked up easily.
Yeah, I mean, of course, when we were talking about Legion, we were talking about it for Team Liquid. We didn't really theory craft Vega's offlane choice too hard. Yeah, I mean, we saw this issue in one of the games yesterday. I remember saying, like, this would have been a lot better if they had paired it with a Lion or someone that had burst
or
damage.
Sunstrike or something.
You
We had
need
this exact discussion.
Some kind of follow-up, and Disruptor doesn't really have that burst. Ogre...
Not really.
Maybe you get some dings, I guess. Yeah, it's
weird.
Is
It
there
does help
anything
with
that-
the Bloodlust though.
press the attack.
No, I thought
Lenses
it's
here.
just the track. I was even thinking that when I saw it on Liquid side, I was like, oh, well, there's nothing that they can take off because they have the bounty. So like, press the attack is good for that for sure. Like, there's no doubt. But is that even like good enough?
No, I mean, I don't think that's the reason you pick the hero. It's
like a
an
13-second cooldown. Like,
it's not incredible. And honestly, you don't want to waste that cooldown to get rid of track unless it's a really specific situation. You need that thing to live. You need that thing to do damage. And it's not just it's a weird spell because you need it for that 140 attack speed matters when you're talking about duels. Player with least deaths. Ooh.
is Kuroki playing Luna? They've done it again.
Oh, you're right.
This
Kroki's
is really
playing Luna.
Matumba's playing the Shadow Demon.
Midas Shadow Demon.
Wow, that's so interesting. I wonder what's brought this on.
All right, I'm gonna go Miracle Invoker. Team with most runes picked up by 10 minutes. That's a weird one.
I mean, they have a bounty, so I'm gonna say Liquid.
30 seconds to
It's
battle.
still a weird one to kind of bet on because it's not just that includes bounty runes, right? It's just general runes.
Yeah, it's just general. I just saw the juggling invoker. Yeah, it's just all runes. All runes
Okay.
by 10 minutes.
I mean that makes sense, but oh, I see it too. Where's that taunt from?
I'm gonna guess one of the
Battle begins.
thingies. The compendium things, I think. Battle Pass. They're
that-
called
I
these
mean-
days.
Yeah, that's pretty cool though.
Okay, so this should be exactly what we expect. Iron Talon's there on mind control. He goes in the jungle. He gets Stout Shield. Alva hasn't gone right to the offlane. In fact, he's gonna come down bottom first. Try and get a level 1 kill onto Mag.
Yeah, LC definitely susceptible. We've seen LCs in the offlane have a lot of success just spamming overwhelming odds. I think we might have seen Mag play it once. I can't remember now. But it can be pretty good in certain scenarios, though this hero just... I I don't know if she can live against 3 quite like this. They're going to go right in on him. They've got an Orb of Venom on Bulba. There's the disruption. Riki getting in a good position to try and cut him off. And even with the movement speed
he's got
buff.
salve, though. He's alive.
Wow. Okay, never mind. I thought they'd still be able to chase him down. Very
With the
nice.
boosted movement speed and everything, though, like, I think it just makes sense to go home. I agree with not wasting yourself, because, like, it's fair enough. Like, your lane's pushing anyway. You're not getting the CXP.
Yeah, absolutely. No doubt.
So, good. And then immediately TP stop. Okay, yeah. So that works out very nicely for Bulba, and he still gets a wave up here. So really well done.
Ogre just hanging out in the mid lane. Oh yeah, there's a creep already in the tower. This will be a free level 2 for the bounty.
It's huge. It's like so hard to underestimate. Or like I don't know what to say about that. Just don't underestimate it, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Like very important for a bounty hunter player. It's often you'll be 6 minutes and he'll have less experience than this.
Yeah. So Miracle, he's up against a dual lane, and so far
Look at Matumba. Sorry, this is like the biggest thing that I've been
please
all
what do we
about
got?
these days. I do this in my pubs up against offlaners. You do this pull. I don't know why it's not done more in pro games. It's not hard to do. You pull to this camp, and it's way harder for a Legion to contest in here. Like
It's almost
way
easier to
harder.
pull sometimes.
Like
it's closer.
she can't soak any of the experience at all. She comes in here, she gets run at by a Luna too. I absolutely love this pull, and I wish we saw it more.
All right, well, support Matumba, man.
9K.
So mid lane Miracle, I was gonna say so far so good, but he is not farming anything right now. 2 last hits compared to the 10 on the OD, but now the rotation comes. Bounty Hunter with the cold snap you were talking about. He has to troop through the Fairy Fire. It'll keep the OD alive. Now he salves up as FNG absorbs a few of the blows. A noble effort, good rotation, double damage rune on Bulba. Finally putting some pressure on the OD, but this is potentially back-to-back games we've covered here where Miracle has a really rough laning stage. Like, it's not like FNG's been roaming up and down and just kind of checking in on mid. He is like dedicated, denying creeps. Like they are just straight up sharing XP.
And it's working like so much that like there's still the same XP between Iceberg and Miracle.
Yeah.
Like that's how bad it is right now. And with an Ogre getting free
that's
stuff.
Insane.
Yeah. Like the 3 of them are on level 3.
Ogre has 9 denies, OD has 8.
Yeah.
This is intense. This is, again, reminiscent of what they did against Dendi. Like, this is the new FNG classic. Just
Well, it's what Na'Vi did to Miracle as well just earlier. Like you said, I mean, it's just like the focus on Miracle. I think teams are understanding how important that is up against Liquid.
I mean, they put pressure on, but this is like, I don't know if I've ever seen this. Ogre 0 and 10, just straight up auto attacking denies mid. Like that's some dedicated love right there, man.
On an Invoker, it's just even more costly too, because this, like this is a hero that not only needs the level so badly, as we know, he loves to go Midas first, and then he just wants to farm for like half an hour and split push and do all these lanes and whatnot, and just that whole chain of events gets slowed down so heavily here.
Yeah.
Meg has wisely gone to the jungle, thankfully.
Yeah, though, on that same note that we were making earlier, Bounty Hunter is halfway through level 3 at 4 minutes. This is maybe not a dream start for Bulba, especially now that he gets dusted.
You had to say something.
And, well, goddamn. Sorry, Bulba.
That's on you.
I'm so sorry.
That's not Bulba's fault.
Well, even with that death included, he's still having a pretty good time here for a Bounty Hunter.
Yeah.
So let's be real.
Ooh, that
of
was
course
first blood, though.
We've got the Youngling Axe. He's almost level 6. He's farming really quickly. As we would expect, but it's not all bad for Liquid. Sort of sacrificing the Invoker right now, but always a chance. Axe gets this Blink Dagger, then comes online hard.
Farms way faster than a Legion, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, that's for sure.
So level 6 at 445. What a hero. He can even stack this camp too if he's feeling bold. Yeah, let's go. Let's go, mind control. Yeah. Give me some money.
Bravery.
Drop those tranks.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Go get rich. He's going to be very fair in this game. I wonder if he goes Vanguard. I don't think he does. I think the Invoker needs too much farm for him to be able to go Vanguard and do Ancients.
Yes, I agree with you completely.
He didn't drop his Tranquils, though. So he's just going home.
Yeah. Back towards the mid, Miracle. He's got a friend nearby. He'll be alright, Bulba. And committed now to helping him out. Although Bulba's gotten some good experience, he has not really found too much in farm. Doesn't have any boots yet, so just Slow and steady. Orb of Venom.
Wow. The hell? And where's his passive gold? I guess he died, but that's
Yeah, I don't know.
poverty mode. Must be buying some wards.
The lack of boots is
Tumba
becoming
man.
a bottleneck.
This carrier playing support.
Tumba Man. But Tumba Man Shadow Demon. You know, I was thinking last night when I was trying to fall asleep about how awesome that Naga triple stack was yesterday. Part of me wanted to go back and just highlight that out on YouTube and be like, oh, like just voice over the cream frige from the South Park episode.
That's funny. I was actually thinking about Yapsor Clockwork a lot, trying to fall asleep. That was my theory craft. I was just trying to figure it out, man. I was just like, when can you pick this? Like, and then I was thinking, like, has he done this in his pubs, like when he's not streaming? And like, how does he explain this? Where he's the guy, I'm just gonna go support Clockwork, guys. Just trust me.
No, guys, don't worry. I'm just gonna walk up behind him and battery assault. And
yeah, and it just works. Like...
And it actually does work. He did it in multiple games. Like, I feel confident saying it wasn't just a fluke. Like, creativity.
Interesting. I'm gonna bug him about it. I'm gonna spam him next time he streams.
The mind of Yapsor.
Yeah.
Oh, Bounty picks up the Windlace. The poor man's boots. Something. FN? Come on, buddy. Get the Battle Fury. I know you want to.
You know, he already has the Band of Elvis skin, right? You do see that in his inventory.
Yes, I know. I want to believe.
Build's dead, bro.
It's a Manta. It's a Diffusal. And, well, speaking of over, Bulba's life for the second time will end. And this should be a free tower now. And they're doing a pretty good job picking up these kills.
I've tried the same timing as the Luna lineup.
Yeah.
Radiant's top tower is under Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Getting a little bit slower.
Yeah, I just don't want to believe you about the jug thing because you know you said that the ogre build we saw first game today was over yesterday. So.
Oh, the double ignite.
No, the triple ignite. Kuro did. Yeah,
that build's over
1-3-1
too.
Earlier. I mean, they lost, but.
Okay, eventually I'll be wrong, really wrong.
Well, look at FNG. He's proven you're right here. He's 1-1-2 at the moment at level 4. Fire Blast just seems like such a shit value point right now. 55 damage is like, what?
Yeah, it's literally just this. I mean, the stun doesn't scale either. There's like no reason to level this thing up until you have like ulti and stuff going, like level 2.
Yeah.
Damn, they just whiffed us. They tried to do a YOLO dust, but just no bounty.
I've seen it.
They used a scan too.
Mid lane, Iceberg, initiated on
be
by
such a big
Colbert.
kill. I think they got him, guys. I think these 5 heroes can do something.
Sick rotation from Liquid.
It really is though. Like it just saved Miracle. Now it's like 9 minutes, and he's not even like. It's not that brutal considering he's only 400 gold behind the OD.
Yeah.
Like that's amazing.
Oh yeah, he gets credit for that kill. They made sure of that. 31 last hits, and how many does the OD have? He has 45. So yeah, it's really leveled out. Still decently far from the Midas. I mean, it's not on the courier, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, he still has a little ways to go, but
so it's still not
he
great.
got dual laned.
Yeah, still not great, but
it's just classic Invoker. The levels start stacking up. Suddenly there's these sports tier badasses in your lane. They're just like last hitting and denying you, and you're like, I thought this guy was just a wimpy wizard. And Miracle is no longer the wimpy wizard. He's the Whomping Willow. Pew pew.
Whomping Willow. LC, level 7. She's feeling feisty. Come on, Mag. Let's do this, baby. Let's get some
all under
damage.
a Radiant Ward. Feisty time is over.
Well, time to farm the enemy jungle.
God, mind control's so close. I wonder if he sells. That's one of those moments where like you almost sell your Stone Shield, go buy your Blink just because you know there's 3 heroes coming. And it's like, oh god, I could just like win the game right now.
Yeah, it's tempting. They kind of wanted to move into the Invoker. A lot of wards here for Dire. They are ready to hunt. Duck season.
And the Radiant just saw them leave though. And now they know, so they watch them walk in with the supports. Put a sentry. Oh, there's no ward here. I guess they don't know we're here, so they ward. Like, they had that ward. They placed a deeper one, so Radiant should have a pretty good idea what's going on.
Bulba TP's home. He is now level 6. This is actually a potential turning point for Liquid here. That track gold. Dragon Lance on the way for 1 Luna. 300.
Any weird item builds? Everything looks kind of normal.
Tuba, man. He's got 500 gold. This is the beginning of a Midas.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, good point. Never playing support without a Midas skin, he said.
Hey, look, he just stacked up the Ancients. Look at this guy. Look at this efficient guy. Little Archimon guy.
Alright, Liquid, let's go. Where's my smoke? I mean, I got a Blink Dagger Axe, and he's... what's he doing?
Pump up the Nikes, boys. Let's do this thing. Bulba's looking for a courier snipe, or just scout it out.
Oh, this is a great ward, too. Just down this whole area. Over here would be a nice one. Yeah, he'll leave it right there.
Wow,
that's
good call, man.
They saw him, dude.
Look at that. You predicted the ward.
Wow. You'd almost think I made, like, 200 ward maps in my time. One would think.
Oh, they saw him. Iceberg, he pinged it out. They're like,
they saw him
there's a
here,
bounty
too.
here.
He goofed. Like, they know he's there. They should know that ward's there, too.
Suspicious, at least. Oh, little space for Luna. She's just farming. Now another smoke coming out of Vega. That ward's down.
Shows mid.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Interesting.
Kind of an awkward angle here. They're going to have to dive under the tier 2 mid. I don't know if they want to commit that hard to this. Oh, the courier sees him! Oh, no. That is such a heartbreaker for Vega.
Let's just send in this Invoker illusion. The ruse did not make it to work. Nice try.
Alright, Vega. Well, now what's the game plan here? Smoke backfired. They're just lingering around.
To be fair, Liquid, I mean, look where they are. Like,
oh yeah,
Miracle's farming Ancients, but overall, Jar have just asserted a nice bit of control over the map.
Mm-hmm. Liquid are ready to fight, though. They've got their ults up. They've got track. Like,
can we get a Blink mind control? This is where the Vanguard, though, that we talked about yesterday in terms of scaling and shit, like, if he had Vanguard and he was just, like, farming Ancients or, like, did, like, an Ancient triple stack, now, mind you, that was really needed for Miracles. That's important. But it's just, like, this is the Axe Blink effect, where it's hard to get into that Blade Mail, and you need to just keep on fighting.
Blink is a killing item. You don't buy Blink to farm. You buy Blink to kill. And if you buy Blink and don't find the kills, you're definitely not hitting peak efficiency, to say the least. So it's slowing him down.
It's just a game of, like, poker or something here, where there's, like, a Shadow Demon walking onto your high ground, and you're just like, I wonder where they are.
But honestly, the highlight of this game, it's basically been Bulba playing chicken. Just like, all right, guys, I'm going to go check out the tier 2s and tier 3s. You guys keep farming. I'll report back. Let you know what's going on in enemy territory.
Bulba's definitely going to die next.
Oh, the courier. Did he find it?
Bulba!
Come on, Bulba! Come on, Bulba!
Oh, he's going! That was an ultimate too.
TP's home. Look at this space creation here. All right. Game of chicken continues. Bulba.
Oh, they scan like he might be coming through too.
Okay, he gets the Tome of Knowledge. That's good. You got to get smart.
Blessings upon a loyal warrior.
I just noticed that this bounty hunter set, he's smoking a little stogie there. He's got a little. He's like a Western bounty hunter.
A little like cigarillo.
Yeah. Bounty hunter smoking Virginia Slims.
Yeah, I think that's the style.
Man, he is pretty dainty. Let's be real. What race is bounty hunter supposed to be?
I know nothing about lore, dude.
What was he in?
All I know
Warcraft
is PL
3?
looks like a cat. I don't know.
PL looks like a cat. That's all I know.
Bounty kind of looks like a cat. Are they related?
Dire structures are fortified.
Bounty hunter, long lost relative of the Phantom Lancer clan. Inbred with the Centaur.
You're pretty much hitting my knowledge right there. All right.
All right. Well, up top,
Nice
Miracle.
sentry, dude.
He's
Got an
split
observer.
pushing.
And,
Oh, yes, yeah, there you go. He's got the Midas now, so this is the road to recovery for Invoker. He is number 3 on net worth. Like, he is not on the road. He has legit recovered.
Vega's movements are so predictable, though. Like, they literally just killed 2 wards in vision and then just, like, smoke mid. Like, this is gonna work. Like, they know they're here. Oh,
Except
God.
it might work.
Oh, God, they don't know.
Disruption, that might not have been the play. Kuro pops out. He gets off the Eclipse, but the duel immediately follows. They trade Ogre for Luna. And now Mag in kind of deep. Bulba gets glimpsed back. Sunstrike might be enough. Mag gets slammed dunked by Mind Control. A 2-for-1. Deny on the tier 1 tower from Iceberg. Okay, that's something for Liquid.
But I think it's kind of miraculous that went that well. They got a little bit greedy with that last set of illusions from the Luna.
Trent, let's be real though. Look at this game. Are you trying to tell me this Juggernaut would not benefit from a Battle Fury? He's playing goddamn split push game.
Yeah, but look how farmed he is anyway.
Yeah, but if he had the Battle Fury, he'd be like halfway to a Manta and have a Battle Fury.
Because like to split push a lane, you have to actually be there as Juggernaut without a Manta.
Well, yeah, that's true. I see what you mean. Opportunity cost and shit, but I mean,
like
it's 6 kills in 16 minutes. Like,
would have just like ran at them though if he had a Battle Fury.
Would they though? Would that really change their game plan fundamentally?
I think it could. I think it's enough that it kind of tips the scales more so in their favor.
Yeah,
I would argue.
I mean, you look at the lane setup of this game, I don't know that it changes drastically. If you look at the Jug's items, if that band of Elven Skin is a Perseverance, you're like, guys, look, it's Jug's farm. Like, I don't know that they had those options. Axe still farmed Blink and then didn't do anything. Bounty still created some space. Like, they didn't pressure the Jug at all. Who would have rotated to change him? You know, Miracle was getting slapped in the mid lane. Luna was farming bottom. I don't know if they could have made super easy rotations. I mean, I see why the Manta's good, and it's definitely a farming tool because Yasha gives you all the movement speed and all that kind of stuff, but I think in slow games like this, you can put
Blink dual mid.
Battle Fury is definitely good. Yeah, we got it here. Easy kill on Miracle. That was, well, we saw it the other way before. Five kills on Vega's mid. Or 5 heroes, rather, and now Vega rotates 4. They'll turn this into a tier 1 tower push.
I mean, Liquid have been getting more out of this. Like, we've seen that giant split push top with the Invoker while they were pushing mid, and yeah, they lost the Luna and ended up being, but even then it was still a net worth advantage for the Blink forward not to catch anything.
Down bottom, we're going to see a fight break out here. Bulba in the back line.
I think he's out of there.
God, these illusions, man.
This is nice bounty hunter play from Bulba. He's doing a ton of work this game, like so much scouting on the rotations, and that's what's allowing the split push game to come out from the Radiant.
Every time he's able to tell them when they rotate in and say, "Okay, leave, like get out of here." Oh, he actually's got the solo kill.
Whoa. Okay.
Without even having an Omni? What?
What?
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
He must have been running from the Ogre.
Yeah,
He must have been denying him. No.
I don't know, man. I missed that one. I did. Whew.
On Earth. Huh. Okay. Interesting. Just got walked
Blink
on,
dagger
I guess.
Jug. Blink dagger Jug. Manta Blink. We've seen this a couple times now. It seems like Manta Blink is almost a little bit more popular than just straight Manta Diffusal. It is really nice having the extended reach on Jug when you have a lead like this.
Yeah, the Omni Slash is just so important too.
Yeah.
Bumps back, Bulba. Dead zone.
There's the duel. Another easy bout of duel damage. Not sure if they needed the static. Saw Bulba ping that like, okay. It's a pretty short cooldown. It's 80 seconds. What's the big deal? But
I mean, I guess he was just doing it so that like they guaranteed the damage to make sure they got the dual damage. It's understandable because it's still a little bit weak, but
yeah.
Seemed like they might have had it, but perhaps not.
Mag definitely dueled earlier than he would have liked to, just to cancel the TP.
Oh my lord! No one, you know. Now I know why he ulti, dude. Look at all of these sentries. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are all purchased by Sioma. This one wasn't. It's like normal with FNG in this one. But other than that, these are all like. No wonder he's ulting him. He's pissed, dude. That's so much money. Poor Disruptor.
It really is.
Now I understand.
I think Bulba's doing a good job this game, not just getting intel and scouting, but also like showing himself to create space. You know, he's doing that thing where he makes it feel like Vega have less room on the map than they actually do. Hold that thought though, as Mind Control initiates on the Iceberg. Sunstrike sets it up, and Mind Control can't even get off the dunk. It's a little bit of the pirouette action there with the counter helix.
They got Miracle top though.
Oh yeah, there's a dual victory. 1 for 1. Well, fairly even trade, but Vega gets the dual damage out of it. Maybe some of these TPs will get canceled. They move into the tree line. Quid, not going to pursue, assuming everybody's able to TP home.
Liquid have such a drafted strategy here for dealing with this OD.
Yep. And they've also got this Alpha Wolf, too. So they've got illusions and extra auras. Like, they've got pretty nasty 5-man right now.
It's just like, COD lineup. Draft either, we talked about this earlier again, but it's just, I think it's like so crucial to understanding the hero. You either draft better team fight to like fight into that OD 5-man, or you just draft split push. And they've just drafted the split push, all done by this like vision from the bounty hunter. Like, Bulba is the key to this game. Like, if he doesn't get all this vision, it's so much harder for him to pick these big tower takes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's so
Very
clutch.
true. And it's also easy for this intel to not translate to anything. You know, like Bounty Hunter doesn't get anything besides, you know, visual information. If you're not knocking down towers and getting objectives, it's a big opportunity cost for Bounty if he gets picked off, plus he's not getting XP and farm, all that kind of stuff. So they're really making it work. They're making it look easy, and this is actually pretty, like, you know, difficult to execute with. Takes a lot of coordination.
Yep.
And they've got a solid lead for themselves, 2,500 net worth experience, slightly in Vega's favor. It's not a staggering lead, though. I mean, Vega can definitely still bring this one back. Sunstrike into the Roche pit. They know this is going on. There's no minus armor from Vega. This is very risky. They do not have a great Roche lineup. They can't kill it fast.
It's a DD room, though.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
I'll help you. Bulba gets tagged by
But
the dust.
still, I mean, Liquid can contest this. FN jumps in onto Miracle, Ghost Walk, he'll be fine. Double damage, still with a lot of duration here. Roche also pretty healthy. Sayoma the Slayer on the back line, he gets picked off. Now the real fight breaks out. They trade Axe for Disruptor, but FNG getting low. They can't get him with the Eclipse, but Bounty Hunter will finish off the Jug. Now on the
Sword
side,
Spirit got the
Iceberg
ogre.
getting low. Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Iceberg gets off the Astral, but he's certainly going to die. Mag might still live.
Oh, look at Bulba giving the kill over to Merrick. What a nice guy. Sunstrike! Oh, I mean, he's not even that low. I just heard it being charged.
Well, ends up being a great fight for Liquid. Very chaotic. A lot of spread damage. The Eclipse was kind of all over the place, but you know, Disruptor getting caught, that is such a key ultimate. With him being the first to die and kind of throwing out the ult as a last-ditch effort, I think pretty much secures the fight for Liquid, all things equal.
Yeah, the best part is that the game is over now, because that was all track kills, so...
Oh yeah, you're right.
They kind of lost. I mean,
huge.
I mean...
But
yeah.
now this, like, the Luna illusion spam is just starting to get to the point where it's really hard to deal with, and it's a Manta style on the courier, almost.
Wow. I like
she has enough for it.
This just so perfectly shows why Split Push is so good, because what was happening the past, like, 15 minutes? It was basically just passive free farm and stuff, and look where OD is. This was like a mid laner with passive free farm.
Yeah.
Like 7.7k. Just doesn't get anywhere with that. Like, he wants to death ball and run at towers and fight and press ulti. He's got to do that in all this game.
Again, look at the space from Bulba, though. 3 heroes kind of running around with the Sentry Ward down, trying to look at the Bounty Hunter. Meanwhile, the rest of his team's just knocking down the Tier 2 mid. Space created.
Boss Skags.
We'll see an initiation breakout, perhaps. Mag on the high ground, Blade Mail at the ready. Remember, H is up on Luna, so Kuro, not the target you want to jump on.
You know, Bubba also has the most kill involved in this game, because he's been involved in 10 of them, with a kill, 6 assists, and 3 deaths.
Wow, you're right.
You know, so he's all over the place. Miracle's second at 9. His 2 deaths, but Bubba's just in all the action, good and bad. It's just what he's here for. He's got this, guys. So
Yeah.
Liquid have done it. They have taken the Roche. They won a big track fight. They've knocked down every single tower. They have pinned in the Dire side. So what happens now? Bubba starts to fall off a little bit in terms of overall usefulness.
Starve
that
him.
big fight helped though, because his mech is on the way.
Uh-oh, Trent. Here we go. Smoke broken by Bulba. Even if he dies here, it's so worth it. They dust him. They Omni-slash him. But now the jig is up. Luna comes in. Kuro drops the hammer, kills the Disruptor.
Dual
Now
Miracle.
FN.
He's dead.
2 fights breaking out. They kill Miracle on the back line, but now FN, caught by the axe, slam dunked. Another one of these broad, spread out fights. Looks like Mag picked up a little bit of extra dual damage. Still a pretty even exchange, though. And I think it could have been worse for Liquid with a smoke in that situation. Iceberg, Hurricane Pike laying in some damage. Little wards on the ground, no big deal. So what happened there, Trent? What happened to the Invoker? I was watching the other thread with the Jug.
He just got blink dueled.
Oh, okay. I guess they were trying to split push it, kind of pick a fight mid, then have Invoker go top.
Yeah, he was still like kind of caught out as the smoke happened, so.
Yeah, I guess that was a pretty good play from Vega. Like, Bounty reveals it, and they did this split where kind of two of them went this way, and the other part of the team went up top and kind of cut off the Invoker.
Yeah.
Divide and conquer, but unfortunately for Jug,
once he'd already
well.
Omni Slash, not the neighborhood he wants to be in.
He does
So
have
gets
the
a
defusal
defusal
now. Yeah.
Way more damage.
Turning point for Yuggy.
Also nice against the axe too, just in case like your illusions get called, which happens sometimes. So mana burning him will be a big deal. Blink on the OD to help with the astral saves, which
Could be enough if there's a big blink call and then Liquid all dive in off of that and you get like a save on a core who's inside of that and then you can turn around. Like let's say they blink call FN and he's like they commit everything to try and kill him, but then you jump in and you give him the astral and then he comes out with an Omni Slash. That could just be a fight one right there.
Ooh, Shadow Blade on LC. So Blink Blade Mail Shadow Blade. A lot of mobility, a little extra damage.
Yeah, catching out split pushers too is just
Yes.
so much easier with the Shadow Blade than a blink these days. Blink you just get spotted by wards every time.
I think now it's like focusing the Shadow Demon is going to become a priority for Vega. So if Mag can get in the back line, isolate him with a duel.
Yeah, 920 HP. No
Yeah.
Midas though. Matama Man disappointing us.
No, but he is a slippery bandit.
That is
He's
true.
got himself a Glimmer Cape and a Force Staff, so hard to lock down.
Look at this army.
Shadow Demon really does have a badass base model, I have to admit. He is just a
Really?
cool-looking hero. I think he's just like
He's
he's got the dark glow.
Demonic
man.
Teletubby, dude.
Fuck yeah, that's awesome. He's a demonic Teletubby with a badass tail and spikes coming out of his back.
I don't really
mean,
get it.
what
Like,
do
why
you
is he like half dinosaur?
because he's modeled after Archimon, dude. He's a corrupted Draenei.
Does his tail work?
What do you mean?
Like,
work?
is it like can he grab stuff with it and hang like a spider monkey?
Well, I don't know
looks
why
like
they-
it should.
I don't know why they added a fork to the bottom of his tail. That makes him look kind of like a retarded Frieza. But still, no, I think, well, I don't know. I'm not sure how Draenei's tails work, if they can really control it, or... I imagine you can, right? It's just bones and nerve endings and shit.
Blessings upon a
Well, I don't know. That's why I'm asking you.
I gotta check the lore, man. I gotta read a WoW book and
I'll
figure
get
it
back
out.
to you on that.
Go on the WoW forums. Hello,
Here we go.
friends.
There is a reference here to him grabbing a
Does-
drink with his tail.
Can Archimon control his tail? Is it more like a tentacle or just a tendril?
Good lord.
I'm verified on Twitter. This is very important. Thanks, Heart Zyori.
I'm verified on Twitter. Is that on
Just
your
pop
Tinder
it in-
profile? It probably is. It should
I
be.
should put it in there.
Dual
Serious about
mind
social
control.
media, verified on Twitter. Oh god,
That
up
would get
top,
you
mind
something.
control walks right into it, but hey, there's a tornado to help break it up. Still, he gets dueled, takes a lot of damage, and the red man axe will go down. But now Kuro comes in, drops the Eclipse. Could still be an okay fight for Liquid. FNG taking a lot of damage off to the side. He'll fall next. They go 1-for-1. Mag, he runs one way, Sayoma the Slayer the other. TP home, Bulba can't find the vision, and that will be the end of it. So Liquid do react, but they lose a core in exchange for just a support. Old Tubby Ogre there. FNG plays Sacrificial Lamb.
Yep, net worth gain. So Vega making some plays. Close one, man. Miracle almost had the saves there, and that's going to look even more difficult once he's the Aghanims up, which is very soon. So things don't exactly get easier for the Dire, but at this point, Aegis has expired, so there is now a minute and a half until we will see the time for whence it shall return, and perhaps the Dire get their hands on it. Jug again doing plenty of damage. Has his bots for his own split push.
Yeah,
Maybe
Kuro's
he can keep
getting
pressure
really
up.
big, though. He's got a full butterfly
Oh, yeah.
now. He's had the HOD, another 1,500 gold. I mean, his net worth is just starting to plow ahead. He's also been hanging on to this Alpha Wolf for a while. You don't see people do this as much these days. You know, HOD is all about stacking Ancients. That's cool, but he's just got this little buddy following him around, you know? It's like the aggressive
such
Merc from
efficiency.
Diablo 2. Gives you that might aura.
illusion.
I mean, look how much it adds when it goes out of his range for a second.
30%.
202 plus 98, so he's doing exactly 300 without it.
It's another 60 damage that
Yeah,
adds.
it's crazy.
That is insane. There's actually a lot. And of course it's an aura, so it works for the whole team, not just him.
That's right. Good for these little pushes.
That farming efficiency.
It's been a really weird Axe game. He like
It
hasn't
has.
had to do much, you know
He
what I
like
mean?
rushed Blink and then didn't really... It's been a little passive for the Axe taste, I think.
Is under attack.
The Berg, tracked up down bottom. Mag, he's looking, he's hunting. He's hungry. But he will not be
Dire's top tower is
satiated.
under attack.
Line
Oh,
control,
FNG.
looking for the setup. FN Jesus.
Oh, so close.
But Mag, he's there.
Oh, they
don't
saw
see
him.
him.
No,
they
they
see
did.
him. He
A second.
blinks.
Yeah.
Another strange game of chicken as everyone makes it away.
Okay. Well, meanwhile, it's off. FN can't kill illusions, dude.
Uh-oh.
That's not a good sign.
Oh my god,
Good
dude, how
lord.
fast he dies.
Holy. I mean, I know that was Soul Catcher, so 50%, but he actually
Still.
almost died.
Like, legit illusions, if that Sunstrike was able to hit him, he was juking and jiving. Very tough Sunstrike to find there, but...
Dual, Meg, looking miracle. Tornado.
Okay, very nice. BOT's up on Invoker.
Man, FN just got such a reality check. It's just like, oh shit, like this game is probably even harder than they imagined. Once
You
that
know
happens with
how I feel
illusions.
about it, Trent. I'm not even going to say it again.
You think? I don't know if
I mean,
Battlefield goes through
I know
illusions,
an
but-
item that's real good for illusion clear. I'm just saying. I just want to throw it out there.
If you throw it, maybe an Omni Slash inside a bunch of illusions, could even do a ridiculous amount of damage, perhaps.
I mean, I'm not going to talk about compounding damage with Cleave and Omni Slash. It's not going to happen. You know, we saw the Magnus play. That was sweet. That one I liked. You know, get the Manta, get the Diffusal, go crazy. I don't know if Dendy really needed to get an Echo Saber that game on his Magnus, but you know.
Oh, you know what I did last night? I went back. I was looking at some of the stats because something came up in my head, and I just had to look at it before I went to bed. Do you remember that Alf game where he went for the Maelstrom and like we had Battle Alf, but he went remember he went Medallion and
Yes.
then into the Maelstrom and then into the
Yes.
Mjolnir.
Yes.
I forgot
remember.
how disgusting Mjolnir is up against Darkseer. Because like the active on Mjolnir is something we almost like never talk about because that item like rarely gets bought, and when it does get bought, the game's like pretty much over. But it's a 20% chance to release a shocking bolt at a nearby attacker and 4 additional enemies, and it's 150 magical damage, and it leaps between 12 targets.
Dire's bottom tower
It's actually
is under
huge.
attack.
Like
Is it like the Luna Glaives where it leaps back and forth, or it just does the one?
no, it just does
It's
the
just
one.
one. Okay, but still, so it clears out everything. Like
But the
Darkseer
radius-
illusions just get destroyed.
Yeah, well, no, the radius is 900, but the reason it's so insane against Darkseer is that Iron Shell has a chance to proc it every single tick of Iron Shell.
Oh.
So our Alchemist, half his damage came from Mjolnir procs at the end of the game.
Oh, that's actually pretty cool. That's a
That's
neat little bit
crazy.
of analysis.
Like it's actually insane up against Darkseer.
That's one of my favorite stats to look at after games are done, just how much damage heroes did. Sometimes that can be so telling to why a game went the way it did. I remember the first time I saw a game where Venomancer won, and then Merlini and I looked at the damage done at the end of the game, and I was like, wow, holy shit. Veno is an insane hero.
I remember
My
that
God.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It might have been like NIP, I think. It was like way back, like Star Ladder 11 or 12 or something. Way back. That was when you had to type in the console to see damage done. Remember those days, kids? Back when you had to use the console to make your mini-map icons bigger.
Oh yeah. Also true.
Another thing Merlini taught me. You know, he uses like fucking gumdrops. He uses the
I know they're tiny, dude.
the 3x.
Yeah, I don't know. I sees anything. Anyway, they're getting their roast. This is expected. No way the Dire can contest this. Kuro bought a BKB, so I guess Miracle gets it. That's nice. Thanks, man.
All right. Gotta readjust here. Liquid smoked up out of the pit.
They have reset fully. Everyone's full HP, full mana. Lanes are in a decent state. It's like kind of this scenario right now. I'd be pretty happy pushing in. They just go mid. Bulba's under Sentry.
I mean, right now, if you're Luna, you
Oh, they have
gotta
a
be
gem.
feeling pretty good. You got a fresh 10-second BKB. You got an Aegis on your Invoker.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Bulba's got a gem. I mean, what more could you want?
Dire's structures
Not much.
Here we go. Glyph comes out. They're just gonna slow siege it, I think, and finish off this tower. Iceberg. Hurricane Pike. It's gonna cost him. Take him out your mana pool. Easy tower. They still have this hero Alpha Wolf. Dude, it's still alive. This is like Kuro's baby, man. Look at the glaives. Just look at the glaives. Just look at it. On the back line, that's an Omni Slash. They get 2. Oh, no, pardon me, just the Bounty Hunter. Axe now, caught inside, but Iceberg, BKB on. Kuro pops his. Now the real fight breaks out. Iceberg trying to push him back, and he's doing big damage.
Oh,
Mind control goes down, but
yeah.
Kuro just cleaning house. They have no answer for this Luna.
Bag's gonna be a dual win, possibly on Miracle? Still Aegis though, and he's Lincoln 2's going Matumba Man instead.
Don't think that he's going to be able to, even if he jumps on Matumba. Needs the help. Oh,
Matumba. Later.
What reaction. What reaction.
Oh, he's
Miracle
just
comes
trying
in.
to bait it too.
He doesn't even go for the duel. OD now coming around the backside. FN's here. Miracle and Matumba, they're in deep, but Kuro just focusing on structures. Now mind control. He's bought back. He gets in. Sayo with a Slayer dies. FN getting low. Spin away. Miracle will chase him down, but it's Iceberg. He reinitiates. It's the end of the Aegis. Puts the other inside of the Astral, and now the chase is on. TP's home. Iceberg will make it back. But you know what, Trent? I don't know if any of that really matters.
Yeah, did you see how angrily Kuro took this down and this down? That's a support player who's so sick of carries never attacking buildings, and then they like dive fountain and shit.
I mean,
That's
look
what
at
that
it, dude.
was right there.
That entire fight was just Kuro focusing on structures outside of his ultimate on. Here we go, the final hold. FN gets destroyed. Bounty Hunter gets credit for the kill, and FNG goes down as well. Illusions
Look at
doing
this
the work.
objective gamer.
Kuro, the hero, secures the mega creep in Vegas. Pushed back into certain doom here. Liquid come online, and they do it in a fury. 29k net worth at the end of this game on Kuro. Very impressive performance on this Luna, man. He farmed well.
Very, like, great draft and just a much more difficult to execute lineup. Using the vision from the Bounty Hunter to do seamless split pushing throughout the entire mid-game. Mind Control did a really nice build where he just, like, was, like, budget axe, because it was, like, he did the blink first, because he had to be there to counter out the aggression that had to come in from the 5-mana Vega, like, just in case, like, you screw up kind of deal. And then he just kind of goes, like, budget, Blade Mail into the Yule Scepter, which saved him a couple times up against the Static Storm. Just, I mean, what can you say? Like, Liquid looked so good in that game. That was analyzing your opponent, understanding how you're going to win this game, and then from there it just looked so easy once they hit that little stride they needed.